Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're going to take a quick look here again at AVAX. And when we looked at it yesterday here, let's see if I can pull up my playout chart from yesterday. We can see we were expecting the price either to pull back to complete our our Elliott wave, fourth wave down, or to break through this resistance level based on a lot of liquidation at $28. It does look like that $28 mark has been swept, and we're going to see if this is potentially a new support level for us. Okay, so again, if that is the case, awesome stuff. If not, we'll go ahead and talk about potential realities for the alternative there as well. So if you are new to the channel, I just want to say thanks again so much for watching. I appreciate all that awesome feedback, and more important too, you can do me a favor by just hitting the like button, commenting below. You get a chance. Let me know your thoughts here for this coin. If you do want to up your game, join us over on our Twitter, Telegram, Discord, YouTube. It'd be great to have you there as well. And I also, of course, have a CryptoCache Premium. You're probably familiar with that by now. And check that out, link down below. We do have some pretty nice signals here. Premium Plus, so we're taking some scalps here from Cardano, Solana, Chainlink, ADA, Solana. And then, of course, we got some nice longs here for ETH, 20%, 44% Caspa, and 30% from Bitcoin. So again, those are just some swing trades here for the week. I like to celebrate the positive stuff there, of course. Again, make sure we highlight that because, of course, this has been kind of a rocky month for us. No doubt about it. My guess is it's been a rocky month for everyone because the market has been a pretty significant rug pull lately. But on the same accord, we want to figure out what's going on here with AVAX. That's why we're here. Sorry. Let's get this out. So the $28 mark here just got swept. We talked about that yesterday being a potential reality, and it is here now. There's no real late shorts here in the market. Not a whole heck of a lot. There's a small amount, but not much at all. More longs we're starting to see coming in, which is actually a good sign in a lot of ways. Just keep in mind, the more longs that enter the market, the more likely they are to get swept, because again, high leverage trades come, they'll come back and sweep those levels of liquidity and replace it and just move right back where it came from. So a lot of times you see those ebbs and flows occur right at key levels there. But we do take a look at the monthly. There's still, again, a heavy concentration at that $37, $38 mark. We've talked about that previously. But more pressing, I would say, is right around $30 is that level of liquidation here for the monthly, just above the previous high there in June on the 15th. Okay, so again, roughly 2 weeks ago, we were at that $30 mark. That's going to be a new resistance for us. So just because there's liquidation levels there, don't get it twisted, don't misinterpret. It's important to recognize that is, it's going to be a pretty strong resistance level for us. Even if the price does come up there and sweep that liquidation, it may not hold very long. Okay, so let's look at the daily time frame and recognize a few things here. First of all, we're not by any stretch back on track. We are testing and rejecting the 20-day SMA here so far today, still below a larger term trend line, but we've broken above the more recent descending trend line that's more short term. So there's some positive here. Not saying it's all doom and gloom, but we're not over 50 on the RSI yet, even though stochastic and MACD are swinging up. We don't have that, those resistance levels broken yet. Okay, it's going to be a little while before we see that. Either way, we have good momentum. That's an important thing, and momentum can carry you for a while, so that's a relevant factor. Let's take a quick look at the 4-hour and recognize we're over the 100-day SMA, still trailing below the 200, but we're over the important ones. Again, this 20-day SMA running concurrent with this ascending trend line. It's generally why I draw my trend lines out, so we can kind of pay attention to those general moving averages there. We can see that we are in pretty solid shape here, all things considered. The 4-hour time frame does look pretty good. Now, it's not to say we couldn't see the price pull back, because again, if we take a look at TD sequential here, we're at a 9. It would make sense for the price to retrace and to consolidate. So generally, the common place to retrace to is the 0.618 fib level. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come down to sweep that lower level liquidity that we saw on the larger time frames and just kind of get the price action to bounce off this level. Okay, again, another reason why that's relevant is because that was a tentative resistance range, right? You can see that 0.5 to 0.618. A lot of accumulation here at this level, and the price took off. In fact, if you take a look at the amount of accumulation, there's tons of volume at this $26 mark. So I'd say $26 is a new support level if the price pulls back to that range. So me personally, if I were to get into an AVAX trade, I would consider that as one of my entries, possibly my secondary or tertiary entry, depending on where you're getting in. Again, just some thoughts for you on the 4-hour time frame. One last thing to recognize on the 4-hour time frame here is that we are getting rejected or have rejected off the 70 in the RSI. That's very standard. A lot of coins did that here today. And what that basically just means for us is we got a tentative resistance level. Obviously, it's going to be that $29 mark we have identified yesterday, which was a previous high. It's really common for price action to sweep those previous levels of liquidation and to pull right back. So I would not be surprised if AVAX continues a little bit lower before it pulls back higher. Part of that is because Bitcoin is pulling back too as well, and we don't have confirming factors there. We want to close 61,500 or higher today to have any confidence in Bitcoin long, and at this point we don't have that. That being said though, AVAX is sustaining itself quite well contrary to how poorly Bitcoin's doing. So there's definitely some good stuff here, right? So the overall sense here, if we look at the hourly, we can recognize that we don't have any massive overextensions here in the shorter time frames. We're still over the cloud, conversion lines over the baseline, lagging spends free and clear. These are all reasons to leave your long position open. Okay, so don't consider closing just yet. If we do take a look though at the TPO here for today, this is just kind of gives kind of that point of control here recent. We can see $28 is that support. That's kind of obvious. So closing above $28 today is basically one of those confirming factors letting us know that we should be in good shape to be able to see the price action hold this level. It's done very well. As you can see, when the price broke above that level, we acquired a lot of volume at $28. Once again, mainly to sweep that upper level liquidity, but also to provide this as a support level. So there's a decent chance, if the price does pull back, again, 0.618 would be my guess. I would say that 26, let's just say round number $27 to honor this ascending trend line would be a solid area of consideration for entry. Alternative to that, if you take it long right now, just keep in mind, you want to keep your take profit targets kind of tight, because there's not a ton of liquidation just above the price action, but right around 30 there is. So up here, this 1.272 fib level, I would say $30 would be a solid consideration. Actually, no, make it like $29.95 if you're going to consider taking profits at a higher level. Again, you always secure profits just below a key Fibonacci retracement level and or just below a large amount of liquidation, which in this case is $30.60, but I think 30 is still a good round number to shoot for. Just me personally being a conservative trader, right? But at this point here, conservatively, the micro looks pretty decent. We're still confirming bullish behavior. Macro is still fairly poor. We got good momentum, but still under a lot of resistance. And until we break free from this descending trend, this macro descending trend, retest it as a bullish backtest, there's really no reason to kind of feel like we're out of the woods yet. Okay, so don't get it twisted. We have a good start to a likely continuation here for AVAX, but a pullback would make sense leading into it, and a rejection at 30 would also make sense. All right, hopefully that helps helps you a little more. Appreciate you learning and watching. If you want to become, again, a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a site. There are limited slots available, though. Just keep that in mind. And obviously, if you want to join us over here on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, YouTube, TikTok now, and I have YouTube and TikTok Shorts now, too, so it's a lot of fun. Check it out. I appreciate you watching. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.